Ready. I'm live. There is more than meets the eye around me right now. You guys don't even know everybody who's around me, and they're around you too. Let's find out. Be right back. Okay, well, hi guys, welcome. I'm Kelly McClure, psychic medium, and we are doing life guidance readings and maybe some spirit guide readings tonight for you. And nice to see you guys pop on. Hello, welcome everyone. So let me explain a little bit how this works and what we're doing tonight. So just so we're super clear, and I'll repeat this a little later, we're not doing spirit, we're not doing conversations with spirit. In other words, we're not connecting with your loved ones tonight. Tonight is about guidance for you and your life and things that are going on for you. And then we'll see if spirit guides want to come in, if they have something that they want to share with you on guidance, or how their role that they play in your life and how you can connect with them and ask them questions and really get a lot more help from your spirit guides when you're kind of clear on who they are and what they want and how they're here to help you. I think everybody's got them. I've got several around me that help me all the time, especially with readings and with my work. So the way that you can ask a question, just let us know the area of your life that you're interested in knowing about, and I'll pull the cards. I have this beautiful new deck that I'm playing with now, and it's by the same artist as the deck that I usually use. It's Ann Stokes, but this is all unicorns, this deck. So it's really pretty. And so I can pull some cards for you, and I can look around and see who your spirit guide is. So we'll just let spirit guide that. You guys just ask what area of life you want some help in, and we'll see how we go from there. So you can ask about career, you can ask about your future, you can ask about relationships, finances, your health and well-being, your romance or love life, and any unique circumstances that you have. You can be kind of specific about that if you want. So we are not in charge of how and who gets chosen. It's really just chosen at random. So my manager is sort of on the other end of this, and she's just going to spin that wheel and pick somebody. So if you're meant to get a reading tonight, you will. And if you're not, just listen in, because, you know, when other people get messages, there's a kind of a lot that's packed in there that might mean something for you as well. So it'll at least give you encouragement and direction and some answers that you might have some questions to. So at the end, we'll give you a coupon. We're going to you can use that coupon to book a private session if you would like, or you can use it for some of the workshops that we have coming up. So, okay, so we're going to get started here. Again, just kind of throw it out there, what you want to know about, and we'll go from there. All right.
Okay, hang on, let me spin here. Everyone's
Spin
just
the
saying
wheel.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I can sort of see the names. They do go by fast. So a lot of times if you guys
I think of a scammer. Can you tell them to
so please just, you know, when people are soliciting you to do readings for you because of my event here, those are scammers, and they're not legit psychics. They don't believe in their work. They're trying to piggyback off mine. So just please ignore anyone who's soliciting you. I will never do that to you. I will not come after you and say, I have a reading for you that you have to pay for. If Spirit ever asked me to hunt you down and give you a reading, I would do it for free. So if they're trying to charge you money or get your attention, it's just because they just don't believe in their work, and bless their hearts. That's just how they think they have to make a living. So hopefully they'll find a more integral way to do that. Okay, Jessica. So definitely interested in relationship and love. When are you meeting your person? So hi, Jessica. I'm going to pull out the Queen of Clubs for you, and we shall see. Now, one of the things that I always ask my clients when I'm reading for them, because I think that I don't really have gaydar. I never know if someone's asking for a male or female. I let the cards tell me, or you tell me. And the reason is because I connect with people's souls. So soul can be either. So some people ask me, like, if you're a psychic, how come you can't tell? And I'm like, it's just not something I ask about. I'm more interested in somebody's soul. But you want to meet a person, and I'm feeling like we're looking for a male figure. So let's see, unless cards tell me something different. Okay, Jessica. So I'm going to cut the deck in 4 piles. I'll kind of be able to tilt my camera down so you'll be able to sort of see the board here. And this card represents you. I'm going to put that off to the side a little bit.
Oh, she says definitely a man.
Yeah,
LOL.
I figured. But we never know. So, well, this is kind of cool card in the heart pile because it has to do with your purpose and the fact that you actually have one. So sometimes people who have a life purpose, they do tend to meet their partners later in life, or maybe it's a little bit harder to get there when you're meeting your partner because there's something that you still need to make sure you're concentrating on and not getting so lost in a relationship that you're forgetting about your purpose. So that could be one thing. But let's see what else is coming through in the heart pile. But look, there's a wish come true. So you're definitely going to meet somebody and a bright change. Ah, who is it? There's the new friend and opportunity. Blue-eyed male, my friend. So here's, happiness and all kinds of wonderful things. So this person has a purpose as well. Get involved with something you're passionate about, even if it's not your job. Do it like as a hobby or as an event or something. Like I just started doing improv because it's super fun and I love it. And so get involved in something because I think that's where you're going to meet them. They also have a purpose, and it's a blue-eyed male. And this seems like it's happening soon. But make sure that you are honoring who you are as an individual as well, because that might be what's been holding it back so far. But it looks like they're interested. All the cards in the heart pile are right on course. You're doing just fine. I'm thinking within the next few months. So ask yourself those 2 questions. What am I passionate about? And what can I get involved in more to meet people? And am I honoring myself and making sure that I feel that I'm doing my purpose and I'm doing everything that I came here to do, so that this relationship isn't there to complete me, but it's there to add to my life and not distract. Okay. Thank you very much for that question. Okay, Virginia, she wants to see her spirit guide say about your marriage. I think that's the question. So I will go to spirit for this one. I'll look around you. Well, actually, here's what I'm seeing around you. So I'm just seeing this older wise female energy. This actually could have been a loved one, but if so, it's somebody that's been with you for a while, and it feels maternal. Rather, it feels parental. It actually feels like they're wanting what's best for you. And so the way that they're appearing is to the left side of your shoulder, and they're sort of narrow and tall, and they're there is some concern about feeling like your big lesson is to honor yourself and believe and trust in yourself when you're feeling like something isn't right, or if you're feeling like somebody's not honoring you the way that you should be honored. So this is a spirit guide all about self-honoring. And it's not even necessarily about self-love, because I feel like you're pretty good with that. I feel like they're telling me your heart is full of love. You have a lot of love to give. You have love for yourself. But it's more about honoring and setting the standard for the kind of relationship that you want in the interaction. So maybe have some conversations, not only with your spirit guide here. And this is kind of weird because when I look at them, I'm going to call them them. I am going to use that pronoun because it feels very parental, and it actually feels like mother, father together, even though what I'm seeing is a vision of a woman. But it's almost kind of like if a parent took their kid to a party, and they want their kid to make friends, but they want to make sure everybody's treating each other well. That's sort of the vibe that I get. And that is a little bit of protective energy, but mostly self-honoring. So I think there's something that's not being honored, or you're not speaking your truth about something. So you need to speak up about that. I feel like your part in this is pretty secure, is pretty good. Like, I'm not feeling like there's a whole lot that you have to do differently in this relationship. I think it's just more the expectation about what's coming towards you from this other person. So make sure you're being honored. Make sure that you're speaking up and speaking your truth, that You're not being, gaslighted or anything when you do want to speak your truth. You also have a bit of challenges in the next couple of years with relationship or in finding your solid ground, but I feel like it's just, just ask for the lessons to come in an easy and soft way. Do a lot of self-searching. What am I to know about this? And because what they're doing is they're building a platform underneath you, and in 2 years you're going to be able to fly off of that and just have a really, really great time. So as challenging lessons come to you for the next years, don't take it too personally. Just, you can learn these things easily. They're sending you a lot of love, though. You're well looked after. So you'll be tapped on the shoulder every time you need to know something. And that may show up as a gut instinct. You might feel it in your gut. So when you feel that in your gut, don't let your head talk you out of how you feel. That's a signal. Thank you for that question. Okay. Career and finance for Marianne. Okay, I'm going to pull this card for you again. This is your card that represents you, and we're going to look for the money cards. That's career and finance are the 9 and 10 of diamonds. We'll look for that. The 9 and 10 of clubs. We'll look for that. So let's see. Okay, so this card represents you. Let's see where we're at with 9 and 10 of clubs and diamonds. And this is for Marianne. Round and round we go. I just love these new cards. I think they're so beautiful, and they just seem to have a really high vibration. But I do like my old deck as well. Okay, let's see where those cards come up for you, Marianne. That's good. That's the home and the heart pile. So that card, when that comes up, my nails are hard to pick everything up. When this card comes up in the home pile, it tells me that you are committed to, at least you're wanting to create a really solid home life. Maybe buy a house, maybe something like that. Maybe that's part of why you're asking about finances. So far, maybe the journey to do that has been a little bit distraught or disappointing, but I promise it's going to be okay. This is one of the cards we said we would look for, and it's the card of career, and it's in the unexpected pile. So if it hasn't gone how you expected it to, one of the things you might be, so I'm actually going to pick this one up first, because one of the things that you might be doing is you might be doing what you think you should do rather than what you think you want to do. So this is really asking for self-love, for a wish come true, and then for your career to take off according to what it is that you want to do and what brings you great joy, not according to, so this over here is showing me that there's been some negative energy around being inauthentic. And a lot of people, so let me explain this in a way. This is probably one of those messages that could fit for a lot of people. So I want you guys to listen in, because when we're doing what we think we should do, as opposed to what we really, really want to do, and we're not really sure why it's not working out for us, it's because we're being inauthentic with ourselves. Authenticity means tell the truth to yourself. What do you really want? So this is about self-reflection and self-love. In my other deck, this card shows a woman looking in the mirror to herself, and she has angel wings behind her that she doesn't see outside the mirror. So this is about this is a card of inauthentic or authentic. Have you really asked yourself, what do I want? And so what happens so many times is that we go, well, I don't really think what I want I'm going to be able to do or get. So I better do it this way because it's a more sure thing. Well, some people can get away with that. Apparently you can't. You really, really have to be in line with what your soul authentically wants. And if you are, I promise it'll work out. So if you're finding a decision or you're finding things are sluggish, ask yourself if you've been trying to settle. If you've been trying to settle for something that's not authentically, truly what you want 100% because you're fear or you're afraid it won't work out, I promise you it will. So that shift might help you a lot. Get in line with what brings you happiness and joy. Be honest, super, super, super honest with yourself. Tell yourself the damn truth. Do you really, really want this or that? And go for it, and it will support you. Spirit will support you. You've got a lot of cool cards in your heart pile. You've got commitment and weights. Let me show you this. So this is still for Marianne, just real quick. That's money. So that's good. That's about things coming together. So let's say you've taken my advice. You've gotten really, really clear on what you want. It may have to do with a change of state reference here, because this is about creating something out of state. And then this final card is the home pile in the heart. So maybe it's about changing your home location, even possibly. But it is about creating something that you've got to admit that you want and are committed to. But you'll be all right. You might need to change location. You'll be all right. You'll get it. Just a little bit off of what's really in line with your soul. Okay, next. Okay, Kate, hi. Health and awareness, please. Health awareness. Okay, so the health card, Kate, is going to be, I'm actually going to pull this card out for you. That's Queen of Diamonds. I like her. She's cool. And the health card is the Eight of Hearts, and we'll see where that comes up for you and see what it is. Well, hold on a minute, because I just saw a spirit guide. They do this thing sometimes when there's something they want to highlight where they put a flashlight. It looks like a light coming down on your head, and then I can sort of like see what they're showing me as far as body scan. But I'm seeing some energy drain as well, so it feels pretty much all over. They're also showing me something in the spine, and it could be something as simple as you need to get an adjustment or whatever. So your energy is laxing a little bit. I don't see any black spots. To me, the dark spots would be something to go get checked out or to be more concerned about. But overall, I think it could be an energy drain system, and there's something in the spine that you might need to just have adjusted or whatever. So that's working. That's your whole switchboard for your whole body, girl. All right, let's see where that Ace of Hearts comes up, or the Eight of Hearts. Okay. So here's your card. Okay. And remember, if you guys want a reading, ask a specific question or area of your life you want to look at. And that way we know what to focus on. Because just asking for a reading, man, there's a lot in that. That would be a private reading. And by the way, I do guarantee my work. If you ever want to get a private reading, we'll give you a code at the end to get a discount. And if there's any reason that you can't get your answers, you simply wouldn't pay for that reading. This is a lot of great energy in the heart pile. Success in the heart pile. That's good. So what is it? Oh, you've got a lot. Look at this. Okay. So there's a lot of pairs in this heart pile as well. So there's a set of eights. That could be a trip. There's an opportunity at least. There's a set of fives. That's personal transformation. Here's a set of aces, change of places. Okay. But there's success and happiness ultimately at the end of this. So a lot of health issues or concerns about health come up when our spirit is leveling up. And a lot of that could be, again, the energy. If you're feeling an energy drain, that means you have to give yourself more energy and take care of yourself a little bit better. Say no more. Don't try not to do so much for other people. Make sure you're giving yourself most of your energy. But if you are in transformation, especially in a consciousness way, it could affect your physical well-being as well. So what you need to do is you need to allow your transformation to have some processing of emotions. So I do Centaur. That's why I do Centaur, because that lets go of like negativity. We tell people all the time, let it go, let it go, let it go, but we don't tell them how to do that. And letting it go means literally to allow it to leave. So you might want to ask your guides and yourself, how am I leveling up and what do I need to let go in order to make that transition a little easier on your system? I don't see anything that's life-threatening. I don't see anything that's chronic or permanent. I just feel like there's some energy system change, and it has to do with self-care. So there's some opportunity here, though. Now, if you feel like you have the opportunity to go on a trip or you're being asked to do something, make sure it's what you want to do and you're not just doing it for other people. There's a lot of transition here about, also my right ear I had a little sharp pain in my right ear, which was kind of odd. And it was really quick. What I was saying was make sure that you're doing the things that are right for you and not just other people. And there's a little fear that might come up. There's fear in the home pile. That's probably people around you or people draining your energy that you're afraid to, look into or to set boundaries with. Boundaries are going to be huge for you right now. Yeah, not seeing anything super permanent though. Yeah. I have no idea why you would be disappointed in a bright change, but that's showing up unexpectedly. Why would you be disappointed in a bright change? So maybe, here's one thing that can come to me about this. So here's a disappointment in a bright change. Sometimes universe will try to give you gifts and you won't trust it. So if you're the kind of person who's like, always waiting for the other shoe to drop, or you're operating off Murphy's law, you got to let that go. When a bright change comes to you, it can be a really good thing, and let the universe bless you with good things. Ultimately, you've got true love and goodness and relationship, and what should have come true. So you're all right. Okay. Next. Hi, Roselle. Oh, job interviews. Good for you. All right. So here, we're going to pull this card for you. We're going to look for the 9 of clubs is a job card, and 10 of clubs, career or work. And we'll look for the 2 of diamonds. That's the part of opportunity. The ace of diamonds also often comes up with a contract or a job offer, something like that. So here's your card. Let's see what's coming for your job interviews. Okay. Oh, let's see what flew out there. Ooh, look at that. That's really good energy around a change. I think you may be offered with, but you might have the positive problem of actually getting 2 offers. So that's a good problem to have, but you'll have to make a choice. So let's see if I'm right about that. Okay, that feels good. Okay. That's just a person. There's happiness in whatever it is you finally choose, and things coming together unexpectedly. So it might not even be the one that you want. There's the card of authenticity, and let's see what fell out of the deck under that. There's that ace I told you that we were going to look for, which is the proposition or offer. So yeah, you're going to have to make a choice. Again, I just really want to make sure that you're doing it with the one that you want, not the one that you think you should go for, because it looks like you're going to have 2 offers. 2, and you're going to have to choose, and it's going to be hard, and one may look better on paper, but one may feel more exciting. Please go with one to your heart that you really want. I think you'll succeed either way. I just want to make sure that you honor your authenticity. It's going to go really well. So I think that's going to be your problem. You're going to have too many opportunities. So just relax, go in there confident. And, I've gotten every time I've ever been on a job interview where I've actually enjoyed the interview, I've gotten that job. So the more relaxed you are, be yourself, you're going to do great. You're going to be all right. Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Okay. Hey, Kelly, please connect with marriage status and financing. Thanks. For marriage status and financing. Okay, this is for Sal. And I'm assuming Sal is a man. Yeah. So we're going to pull the King of Clubs out for you. Okay. So we've got 2 questions. One is marriage and one is finance. So we'll see if we can get an answer to both, but we'll see what comes up first. So the finances are the diamonds and the marriage cards are the hearts. So let's see what comes out of that. I'm going to do it a couple more times, Sal. Just bear with me. Making sure I give you a nice kind of shuffling, kind of lets go of the energy from the reading before and kind of invites new energy in. So with the focusing it on you and your questions in mind, I want to make sure that I'm giving it a nice good shuffle. Okay. Well, one of the things that's kind of cool about this is that you do seem to be inviting energy from spirit to help you. So, this is purpose, this is creation, and this is oneness or unity or things coming together. Ultimately, I see things coming together in the way that's best for you, but let's see where those two things come up. There's a bright change. I told you, for you, mostly things are looking good. This is good energy around you. But see, this is a little bit of disappointment in circumstance and the change. I'm not seeing there's the 3 parts. Okay. Yeah. So there's a little bit of worry about the commitment or marriage. I haven't seen the 6 of Spades. There it is right there. 6 of Spades. How weird. There is an opportunity for a separation or that card came up just as soon as I said it, and it laid it down at that exact second. And this is the card of opportunity. If that's true, it's only meant for you to do some self-reflection and asking yourself what you're to learn about yourself and your relationship, about what you truly want, because ultimately this card is about things coming together for you in the way that's best for you. So there's an opportunity here for a possible separation, but it would be for your benefit in the long run. But then you've got all this beautiful energy around you too. I don't know. As far as the marriage card, I would encourage you to get a little mini reading and let's delve into that a little bit more, because I suspect that there's not a short answer to that. And then as far as your finances and well-being, your ultimate well-being as far as how money and finances plays out with you, everything seems to come together really well for you. I just think there's some wobble room in the middle there. So this is a little bit longer of a question. Finances, I'm seeing okay. Relationship, I'm not really sure yet. I think we should delve into that. You guys can get, if you wanted just like a 1 question mini reading, I do offer those, and that's for that reason. And we should get a lot more clarity. And then again, those are money back guarantee too. So if we're not able to provide more clarity, then you wouldn't have to pay for that. So that would be my suggestion, but don't worry about the money. Things are coming together well for you in the long run. Okay. All right, Michelle, for the topic of career. Okay. Struggling with what to do. And the question is, should I stay or should I go? So I'm going to pull out the Queen of Clubs for you. That's going to represent you. The leaving card would be that 6 of Spades. That would be the leaving or going. It's worth it to leave. Just the way you're wording that. I try not to read too much into the way people word things, but I can't help myself. The way that you're wording that tells me you probably want to leave. And I always believe you should do what you want. The universe always works things out better for you if you do what you want, what's truly in your heart to do. Okay, let's see. Because that word desire, you guys, it's made up of 2 words, of the Father or of the Spirit. So desire is what universe always asks you. What do you really want? We always wonder if it's going to work out, but the universe can't even help us work it out if we're not being honest about what we want. So we're going to look for that 6 of Spades. That's going to be your answer about whether you should go. There's a little bit of fear. You know what? This is the first thing you have to work on. Don't worry about what you should do. Worry about how you feel. Your feelings are what are keeping you stuck. The answer is not clear because you're trying to make a decision to eliminate fear rather than making a decision out of joy. So there's a couple ways that we can do our decisions. And if fear is a part of the equation, then we're not going to make an authentic decision. So there is some fear in your heart to let go of. I wouldn't even worry yet about what to do if I were you. That's what you need to work on next. And there's that 6 of, I told you, there's that. So the very first card I turned over was that 6. I said there's authenticity and leaving. That's kind of a wish come true. That's a wish come true, and lots of changes and happiness. So if you take a leap of faith, I think you're going to have a really good outcome, but you got to move through some fear in order to do that little leap of faith there. So is it worth it to leave? If you want to leave, you go ahead and leave. It's going to work out just fine, but you got to move through some fear and take a leap of faith. So you guys, those of you out there, if that's your question, whether or not you should take action on something you want to do, I promise leap of faith it's a real thing. It's a real true spiritual principle. And I remember a time in my life where I had to make a decision. I was supposed to do this job interview that I didn't want the job. I knew it'd be terrible at the job, but I needed it. I didn't have any other options. I was a single mom of a 9-year-old kid. What woman in her right mind would turn down an opportunity that she really needed when she has a kid to feed? But I knew I'd have to lie my way into the job, which I knew I could do because I worked in HR for 6 years. So I knew that I could lie my way into the job. And 2, I knew that if I did, I would have to hide all my mistakes, my little ADD mistakes all the time and live in stress, but that I would get the job. And I just stood there by myself in a room all by myself asking God. I didn't feel it was in line with my soul. I didn't want the job. I knew I'd have to lie to get the job, but what else could I do? And I'm like, you know what? I don't feel right about this. I'm going to have to cancel that interview. So I stood there praying and saying, God, give me wings. I gotta take a leap of faith here and cancel the interview. And I need to fly. And I imagined myself standing on the edge of a cliff, and I look back and there's no wings. And I'm like, okay, you guys, come on, give me wings. No wings. And then I heard a voice, and I know this voice was coming from one of my spirit guides. And that voice said, what do you need wings for? You're just standing on the edge of a cliff, and all you need to do that or feet. I've already given you those. So then I was like, shit, that's why it's called a leap of faith. You don't get the assurance before you do it. But if it's what you truly want, go for it. So, okay, do it. Alicia, an empty nest. Okay, so you want to know if you're going to find one local or out of state. So usually the out of state reference is the 2 8s together. That would be a good indicator. And your mind sounds really open. It doesn't necessarily sound like you're operating from fear. You're just kind of looking for the best opportunities. So let's see where you're guided to. It's a lot easier for spirit to help you with new opportunities if you're not in fear, even if you're just open. Instead of like, what should I do? It's like, all right, okay, what kind of fun can we have next? So let's see if the 2 8s are coming together for you. So 2 8s, change of states. So let's see. Again, I'm going to leave that queen up there to represent you. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we've got the heart pile. That's the serious card in the home pile. That's probably the one we want to look at. That card, this card amplifies anything that it's next to. So let's see what it's telling us about home. The 5 is creation, and the 2 is opportunity. That's good. 2 6s. Not seeing the 2 8s yet. I'm seeing 2 6s, which is probably well, this is kind of interesting because this card is talking about your community and projects and plans, and heaven helping you with something. This is about relationships and community as well. So I think the question here is it in your heart to leave the community? Because this is card of leaving. I'm not saying the 8s yet. You know what I would do if I were you? There is something in the works that heaven seems to be helping you work out, though. 2 jacks, old from back. So for right now, I wouldn't worry about whether or not you're leaving your community or state. Because twice now I've seen the card of project or plan, heaven helping you with something, heaven helping you work something out. I mean, unless you really, really, really want to leave the state. There's an 8, happiness, following the 7. Let me finish and then we'll see if there's 8s, and then I'll tell you what I think I know. So there's 1 8 that came up around you. Here. But that one's the 6. 2 9s, a change of times. I don't think you're going to end up leaving state. However, if I'm wrong, it's because of this. There does seem to be somebody in the community that you should probably allow them to exit your life, but you don't have to leave the state to do that. So there's a little bit of energy around the community that's not serving you as well. So building a new network of people and kind of getting involved in things that you like. But you've got such great energy for you coming up in opportunity wise. All of this is great opportunity energy around the home. So I think what's going to happen is when Spirit decides this is the right and perfect place for you, the opportunity is going to come to you. Now, we don't know yet whether it's out of state because you're still clearing away some energy that no longer serves you. So you're almost an empty nester. After that happens, do some other clearing, clear out your closets, clear out. So it's all about clearing and letting go of maybe people that no longer serve you too. And then the opportunity is going to come in pretty big time. I have a feeling it's probably not going to be out of state, but if you wanted to, there's no reason that you can't be. I just know that you're going to be happy, that you're going to love it, that it's going to come to you, and that Spirit's already working it out. The opportunity is already in the mix there. So when that happens, it's kind of cool because when the answer comes and it sounds so fun and exciting, it answers your question for you. You don't have to make all the decisions. Just clear things out between now and then. So I'm thinking that the answer is going to come in the next several months anyway. I don't think it's going to be out of state though. Okay, next.
Okay, I'm going to put this up because Heather Hawks just said that a new Facebook account under your name has just been set up and they sent a friend request. So can you just let people know that?
Yep. Okay, this is happening a lot lately. I'm getting a lot of texts that somebody's opened up a new account in my name. And I think the new one, thank you so much, Heather, for letting us know. You're always just got my back and I love you so much. I think the one that I saw today was Kelly with a capital L K, Kelly hyphen, or Kelly McClure hyphen medium, or no, it was psychic hyphen medium, all together. And that's not my account. That is a scammer. So my Facebook account is Psychic Medium Kelly McClure, and there's no hyphen. What's supposed to be capitalized is what?
I was going to say also that you will never friend request
Right.
people. You may ask people to follow your business page, but never friend request.
So good point.
That's a personal account.
Right. So if somebody friend requests you, that's not a business account. It shouldn't come from a psychic medium. That's a personal account. I'm not going to friend request you from Psychic Medium Kelly McClure. I might invite you, or what was the other? Invite them, or
you might ask them or invite them to follow your business page.
Right. I might ask you to follow my business page, but a friend request is a personal page. So someone's pretending to be me using a new personal account under the name Psychic Medium Kelly McClure and friend requesting you. So don't accept those friend requests, just delete them. If you get an invite to follow me, that's my business page. So thank you so much, Heather, for doing this. And you know what? I've stopped being upset about this. I'm just sending these people love and light. People do it because they're in fear about how they can make money and earn a living. And they're not trusting their own personal skills that they have in whatever they could be doing legitimately for their life's work. So I'm going to send them love and light. And it's unfortunate. I do not want you guys to be scammed by these people. So number one, you're not going to get a friend request from me for my business page. It doesn't work that way. Number two, I'm never going to reach out to anybody and say, hey, guess what? Your spirit guide told me to give you a reading if you just send me a bunch of money. I've also had a client lately say that she got a reading from me to see if she was cursed because some psychic told her that she was cursed and that she needed to send $2,800 for her to have the curse removed. That's also bullshit. That's a scam. And you have your own consciousness. You're just as powerful as anything else in the entire universe. And when you know your power, if someone tries to curse you, you can just uncurse yourself. You don't have to pay $3,000 to have someone wave some sage over you and tell you you're not cursed anymore. So that's a scam. So I'm not going to come after you for money. If Spirit wants me to come and tell you a message, I'd do it for free. So all of those are scams. And if people are trying to get your attention on right now, saying they'll give you a reading instead of me, again, they're just trying to piggyback on my work because they don't believe in their own. So God love them. Send you away, scammers, with love. Okay, so Aaron's been divorced a while, wants to find love again. All right, let's see. So you look fabulous. All right. You should be able to find love easy and effort. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to actually pull the Queen of Diamonds out for you just because I like the energy. And we're going to look for the love cards of 3 of Hearts is commitment, 10 of Hearts is love, 6 of Hearts relationship. See what comes up around you. And I'm assuming you're looking for male figure. I don't always know because I go with souls, but it doesn't matter. We can find you what's going on with your partner in the long run. Okay. And then I'll take a little moment to bring up some announcements, and then we'll do some more. So let's do Aaron first. Okay, here we go, Aaron. Let's find your love partner. So I think I'm going to do a couple more. One of the other things that's cool is that Spirit often tells me not just what's going to be happening, but what it is you need to do to get yourself ready for that or to clear any blocks for it, because you should be able to have everything that you truly desire. And if love is what you want, you can ooh, that's a bright change around the heart. That's cool. This is very interesting. I think I know what's coming down the way. That's good energy around the home. 5s is personal transformation. And this is life's work. Tears of joy. And okay, so I'm going to start with this one because I think I know what's going on with that. It's just really hard to see all the cards at the same time. That's the card of commitment in the heart pile. But this is all energy about people helping. So I like the queens. That looks like good friendship energy. There's another good friendship energy. It looks to me like the bright change comes from people in your life introducing you to people. I like that also because when a friend of yours knows a person that they can introduce you to or knows about them, then you have a good reference for people. So this is coming through friendships and stuff. So let's see where that goes from there. I think you're going on a little bit of a trip. So the fear also, this block about this trip means that you might worry about whether you're going to meet somebody that's viable or whether you're going to meet somebody that's like unavailable or out of state or far away or something like that. So there is a little bit of a fear block, like, how do I do this right? How do I do this right? How do I do? Oop, there's the new man, 2 10s, change of man. Yeah. So if it's a man you want, there's a hazel-eyed man coming, and the 2 10s are a new person, new partner. And that is the love card. So that's good. That's really good. So again, it's just, and it seems to be in the health industry of some sort, helping people. So if you have any hesitations or thoughts that say, well, I shouldn't, if you're putting up any personal blocks because you're afraid you're going to meet somebody who's either lives far away or is unavailable, or if there's any of that story going on in your head, you need to pay attention to that and let go of that. Go ahead and go on your trip and go out with somebody who lives far away. Somehow the universe can work out miracles. Don't worry about putting limits on yourself. But there is a new person coming into your life who's in the health industry or helping people heal in some way. And it's not very far away. You just might have to take some risks and ask some people for help. Ask them out, ask them if they know people, if they can introduce you, if they can hold social events, that kind of thing. You're going to meet it through social, and it might be on a trip. There's that 8s that came up, and strong energy around this trip. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there, even if you're on a trip. But it's coming. Yeah, it's not far away. I promise. A few months. Not far at all. Just ask yourself if you got any limiting beliefs. Okay. Okay, so here's some announcements. Obviously, today are our spirit guide and life guidance readings. Now, on the 26th, we're hoping to hold a workshop to help you learn who your spirit guide team is, how to connect with them, and build a strong relationship with them so you can use that connection in your daily life, and they can help you with every single thing that you want help with, everything. There's no limit to what they can help you with. And it's really beautiful to know who they are, know what their names are, know how to connect with them, what role they play in your life. There's a whole workshop. You're going to be able to be walking through the process of discovering this for yourself. Also at the workshop, I will give you a reading. So you will also get to meet one of yours through an actual reading from me. So that's a really, one of my, go ahead.
Can you let them know it's a Zoom workshop?
Yeah.
And that it's actually 8/26 and 9
Yeah,
September 1st, I believe.
2-part workshop. So if we started on the 26th, then part 2 will probably be on the 1st, I think, of September, or on the, yeah. So it's a 2-part workshop because there's a lot involved. We're going to be doing meditation. We're going to be doing readings. We're going to be doing connection. We're going to do learning what they are, self-discovery, all kinds of things. It's a really fun one. It's one of my favorite ones to do, I promise. Again, always, as always, money back guarantee. And if you have a chance to talk to anyone or to get any testimonials from somebody who's done it before, if any of you have done a spirit guide workshop with me and you have a testimonial, could you please send it to us? We would really like to share it to other people who haven't done it yet to see if they would like to join. It's a really great workshop. And then we're going to start our psychicism. Oh, and it is on Zoom, you guys. I'm doing my classes all on Zoom, so it doesn't matter which state you're in. You can still do it. It works just as well, I promise. So, psychic awareness and mediumship course. It's a 6-week online course. It's really involved. We get into lots of different ways to connect, and really my intention and my expertise in doing this class with you is to evoke your gifts from you, and you'll have a really clear understanding as to where to take those gifts and how to work with them. I love that course. It's so much fun. And we will actually do some paranormal investigating. You're going to meet all kinds of other wonderful people who have gifts too and are starting out in various stages of their gifts and awareness. And some psychics have been doing it for work. Some of them are just starting out. Some aren't even sure. They just feel like there's something going on. But man, that group really bonds, and they build lasting friendships. So if you think you've got some gifts and you'd like to get into a community of people who you can bond with and support and really find a lot of love and fun with, join that one. That's a lot of fun. So please register at kellymcclurepsychicmedium.com for the classes, and they're worth it. I promise. They're amazing. Really, really fun. Mostly because of the great people that join. They're really cool. Okay, let's do some more questions. Okay. Investing in real estate and being more financially stable. Okay, and this is coming from Edward. And Edward, I'm going to be pulling the King of Clubs out for you. The home card and house card are the ace, like ace of hearts, and the ace of spades would be contracts and home sales and things like that. We'll look in the home pile. But let me pull a card out that represents you. Let's see. Okay, this is going to represent you. Okay. And let's see where the money cards come in. That's the 8 and or the 9 and 10 of heart, or sorry, 9 and 10 of diamonds. Okay. Okay, what about that real estate? What about that money? Okay. Well, that's purpose. That's job. And a wish come true, and 2 9s around the changes of that. There does seem to be somebody that they were wanting to you to bring into your experience as far as either a advisor or somebody's got some opportunity lining your way. So sorry, I'm listening.
All right, there you go.
Sorry about that. I don't know what I did. Yeah, they were saying can't see you. No sound or video.
Oh.
And everybody's still on, right? Okay, sorry about that, guys. We're back. Okay, Edward, there are some a little bit of a shift in consciousness in prosperity and asking for help. So you've got spirit guides around you who are trying to bring in all that you want, but they're telling me that you're missing some opportunities to ask for help from other people. So it's about networking and talking to people. That might not be something that's super comfortable. So I think they're trying to help you with that. But you've got 3 people you're going to be meeting that's going to help. So you can put those tasks that are difficult for you to do, ask other people to help you with that. So if you can bring someone in to help you network and ask for favors and ask people, hey, can you share the word? The real estate thing, I think, is a really good opportunity. In fact, the let's see, in the home card, yeah, the success around that. So this is the home pile. So we're asking about real estate. There's the success card. That looks really good. It's just this networking thing that you might want to ask for help with. We're not all cut out to do every single aspect of every job or whatever it is we're trying to make happen. So this is about asking for help because your spirit guides are trying to put you in touch with people. And there's the home. You're going to be okay. This is good success in the real estate. So try to ask what your challenge area is as far as talking to people or asking for help or thinking that you have to do everything yourself. Look at all that money. This is really good. You're going to do fine. This isn't what's sure to come true pot. Look at all these people, relationships with people, opportunities with people. This is money. This is the creative energy. This is bright change around that. So, and I feel like all your spirit guides are saying that. There's something you're missing, something that about communicating with people or networking or asking for help that you need to shift. Sometimes people who think they don't deserve to ask for help are the same ones who think that they actually don't deserve the abundance. So there might be a feeling of lack there, lack of support from others, that maybe you feel you're not being supported by others, just overall or in general. And maybe that's eking out into the prosperity consciousness for you, but that can be shifted and it will be shifted. You've got a lot of great energy. You can be really, really successful at it. So there's work. There's the home pile. This is the success card. You'll be all right. There's a bright change coming. There's the home energy. So someone's going to come in and help you shift this energy. When they start giving you ideas that might be outside of your box a little bit, but it's working for them, take those on board. Ask them to teach you more, mentor you, network a little bit more. But yeah, I think this is really going to go well for you. So, okay. Health and well-being for Susan. Okay, Susan, I'm pulling this beautiful card out for you. Let's see. I don't really even need the cards. So someone's talking to me about your health right now. There's a couple of clearings that you can do, and one of them is about past life stuff. They're also telling me that you're very gifted yourself, and so you're giving a lot of your energy to others and taking on. So you're probably an empath. and that your health is being affected long-term from this. So you might have to take a little bit more time. So there's a couple things going on. So one of them is an energy drain, which a lot of empaths have. We give lots of our energy away, and we tend to suffer health-wise because of it. And the other thing is they're showing me in past lives, because of trauma in past lives, your body is reacting in certain ways. And so and they're also telling me, do not believe the word permanent or chronic or irreparable or those kind of words of permanence. Please, that's not true for you. Even if, medical science says it is, it just isn't. So there's some healing and letting go of energy from past life, and there's some shoring up of energy that you need right now as far as you're giving your energy away to others. So there's lots of classes that you can take about empaths. There's one a friend of mine's doing right now. I think Jamie's doing a empath one, or LaShawn is. And there's lots of podcasts that I've done on this topic as well. So if you do these things, your health and well-being, because you're here for a purpose of helping the world heal, you can be here a very long time, but you want to be here feeling good. So do those things. Clear that past life trauma, shore up your energy for yourself. So you guys who give away a lot of your energy, I want you to think of it like this. So there's a law that says the law of tithing, and tithing is, hold on, there's one more thing I'm supposed to, okay, Susan, they're also, one of your spirit guides, feeling like female energy, really, really strong female energy, is going up your back, like pushing it up to support you. So it's the feeling that if you're yourself or your authentic self, that you're not supported. And they really are trying to say, regardless of what other people say on the planet, you are well supported. So you need to accept that support from others as well. Let me make sure I got everything. And regardless, like I remember my grandmother sold me a car, and we used to joke about how that car was so old and she hardly ever drove it, and all that would be left is the engine and the steering wheel. So I feel like they're saying that your back and your spine and your heart are probably going to be the things that are the strongest and lifelong about you. What did you say, Lisa? Oh, okay. So so that's not really the issue. It's these past life things where you were told that it's not okay to be you. You are not supported. It's not when you show your authentic self that they probably persecute you or betrayed you or something. So there's energy like that from the past. But going forward, you have a big purpose here. You're here to help a lot of people. So take it easy. You don't have to do all at once, and you don't have to say yes to everything. So the principle of tithing is that you give away 10% of your energy or your resources to others, and you're supposed to give that 90% back to you. And we always get it upside down as empaths. We give way too much away, and we don't give ourselves enough. So, okay, you'll be all right. I have good things for health-wise for you, and there's things you can do about it. So check out those empath stuff too. I just feel like your energy is just shining out a little bit too bright. Don't worry. Don't be afraid to shine. Just shine on yourself just as much. Okay, next one. Would love to know what my spirit guides see for me as a career. Okay, on career. All right, so this is for Heather. And let's see. Heather, here's what I see standing next to you. There is a spirit guide that I think is what I would call your life manager. And it to me, that it's coming through my mind's eye as a female character, a female being. But she's got like a clipboard, and she's standing next to you, and she's showing me that this idea that you might have one and only consistent permanent career might not actually be what's going to work for you the best. So, okay. And that you are being guided by someone else who's in front of you. So she's beside you. She's your manager. She's kind of like going to be pulling in these other pieces for you. But I feel like you might actually, your life path as far as your work is going to evolve from one thing to another. So just start out with something that you're super interested in. Let them guide you the rest of the way, because even if you don't want to do it forever, even if it changes later on, let that be okay. But this idea that you should pick one career from now and eternity and just concentrate on that is not what I'm being shown. I'm being shown you're going to be guided through an evolution of things coming forward, and that they'll all be part of your education to do what your soul came here to do, which is your life purpose. So, and that it does involve it involves people, but again, you have to be careful. I don't want to tell you to go be a teacher or something, because I think that would be giving away too much energy to too many people, although I think you would probably be good at it. Or even in nursing, it would be like, that in the long run, that might tax you a lot. So try not to chunk off an entire career. Or if your career is changing or evolving, trust that process. If you get tired of doing something after a while and you feel like you want to shift it, or if you experience what we call divine discontent at a job and you're kind of feeling like you need to leave, or you're not as happy there as you were, that is all spirit guiding you to your path, which may be evolving now. So I can't answer that. I don't think you're supposed to just stay on one career your entire life. I think it's going to evolve. And if you trust the process and you follow your heart's desire, you're always going to be doing something you love. And I promise it'll work in the long run to take care of you and to lead you where you need to go. So I can't tell you what to do. But trust them. She's got it. Whatever she's got in line for you, this spirit guide, pick a name for her. Trust her as your manager. She will put right in front of you a guide to tell you where you're supposed to go next. And it should feel good and exciting and not stressful. I mean, and there's an element of stress that can still be good and exciting. And that kind of stress is okay. It's just the kind that feels wrong, is not where you need to be going. Row your boat downstream. Okay. Oh, wait. I just happened to, no, please relax, Stephanie. I just happened to see that when Stephanie asked if something will be closing this Friday. I actually think there's a 2 or 3 day delay, but because you're so stressed out, and you need to breathe through that, it's going to go just fine. So even if you get a little bit of a delay and you don't find out till Monday, no problem. Please breathe, Stephanie. Let it go. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're going to be fine. So, but I feel like there's a 2 or 3 day delay. So breathe through that. Let it go. Scream at a pillow.
You want to do one more?
What? It's 8:30 already? How is that possible? Gosh, you guys, I wish I could do one for everybody, but I will do one more. And please stay to the end so you get your code. And please, you guys, book a 1-question reading if you just have that one question. Or if you need a longer reading, do a 30-minute or 45-minute one, and we'll get all your questions answered. Money back guarantee. Okay.
And we're going to give them a discount code.
Yeah, we're going to give you a discount code to book. And then you'll have, a week to book with that code or less?
Until Saturday.
So you'll have till Saturday to book. So get those readings booked for you. And I promise you'll get your answers. Okay. Cece's asking about finances, looking to sell a business. Okay. So Cece, I'm going to pull this card out for you. Yeah. You know what's really interesting about what I'm hearing? I mean, I can pull the cards and kind of confirm, but I feel like I'm talking to one of your spirit guides who has been talking to you and setting this up for you. And I think one of their biggest questions is, I think you're going to fare really well in the sell of this business, but because this has been your baby, so there's 2 things going on. One is that you're going to request that the people that you sell it to have as much integrity as you did. And 2, you're going to have to let it go. And that's going to be, it's going to feel like a process to do that. But they already have your buyers picked out to you. And for some reason, I'm seeing 3 people involved in that. So let's look and see if I'm right about this sale and the money and everything. But I feel like you'll do well. You just request that they'll love it as much as you, and then you got to let it go. You gotta let it go. You do pretty well though, I think. Okay. So I do feel like there's 3 people involved. One of them, or actually 2 of them, there's a lot of female energy involved in that. Here's that letting go card. That's going to be the tough part. This is something that you're passionate about and you're wanting them to be passionate. That's a thumbs up for me there. And here's the project of plan. You're just going to let that go. And they might change it. They might want to be doing a lot with it or something. And that might be hard to wrap your head around. So that's the disappointment part, is somebody might come in and want to do something a little bit different. And so the state of the business might change a little bit, but this is the success card. It's going to be great. Your and your health and well-being is depending on you're doing this. So there's happiness and opportunity around work. There's all the people. There's a bit of an evolution, tears of joy. Sometimes when we let go of something, we go through emotional processing. So, but that's, that's all part of it. Oh yeah, you're going to do great. Okay. Project or plan, change of places. 5 is personal transformation, new people coming in, letting go of old energy. Everything's pointing to that the sale will go through. I do feel a lot of feminine energy involved in 3 people, but act as if it's already done and see how you feel about it. And then process those feelings so that you're nice and clear. So you can just turn that over with no attachment. But I think it's going to go really well. And I think they're going to love it. And I think that you've done your purpose here for that. And now there's something else for you to do, because the life purpose card is still in your card. So it's not necessarily about work. It's about the freedom for you to be able to, but there's money. You might get more money than you think. There's a lot of energy around money around this. Wish come true around money. So don't be afraid to ask for that price that you want. Okay, you guys, it's been a pleasure. And I really appreciate all of you. There's your discount code. Remember that I do guarantee my work. If you're not happy with your reading, you simply wouldn't have to pay for that. I believe in my work 100%. So I think anyone who believes in their work should offer that. There's your discount code. And it's FBLIVE 0824. That's today's date. So Facebook Live 824. And you have till Friday to book. Okay. I love you guys. Yeah.
It's Saturday.
Okay. Saturday.
Yeah. And then I don't have it up, but they can go to your website or your Facebook page to your website to book.
Okay. So go to my website, kellymcclurepsychicmedium.com to book. It's always safer to do that because that is my website, kellymcclurepsychicmedium.com.
And it includes the workshops.
Oh, and it includes the workshops. Come on, you guys, let's do some workshops. Oh, they're so fun, especially about spirit guides. All right. Thank you, Cece. You're very welcome. And thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.